And why do you wake up so early? You should definitely memorize this, everyone. This is a really good sentence for Yelena's followers. Why did you wake up so early? People ask that all over the world all the time. I go home early every day. I go home early every day. Why did you come early? So this is if, say, you arrived to a meeting or a party early. Why did you come early? I arrived there too early. I arrived there too early. Oh, we're going to correct this one here for Yelena's book. It was early in the morning. That is how a native English speaker would say that. Maybe if they're telling a story like, it was early in the morning and I made a coffee and I sat outside with a good book. Okay, so this one's really common. That's how a lot of stories start. 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 Do you like waking up early? Do you like waking up early? People often ask that question, do you like waking up early? Or even more common, this is a great sentence here for the book. Do you get up early? Everyone should memorize this. Do you get up early? People are always curious about this. I don't know why, but do you get up early? Or do you wake up early? Do you wake up early? The early bird catches the worm. The early bird catches the worm. The early bird catches the worm. So this is a very common English saying, and what it means is if you wake up early or you get out of bed early, you benefit. The earlier you get up, you benefit. The more successful you are. The early bird catches the worm. You know, all the birds wake up, but the first one to wake up catches the worm. So that is, a really common sentence we use. And if you don't know what it means, you might find yourself in a conversation quite confused. The early bird catches the worm. He came home early yesterday. He came home early yesterday. So he came home early yesterday. That is also, these are common household sentences. I'm glad to see they're in here. He came home early yesterday. We came half an hour early. Came half an hour early. So that means that we arrived to somewhere we were supposed to be 30 minutes early. We came half an hour early. I can do it on my own. I'm capable of doing it on my own. These are really common sentences. Sorry, I can't seem to speak today. These are really common sentences as well. You'll hear them from adults and children. People are being stubborn. I can do it on my own. I'm capable of doing it on my own. Or I'm able to do it on my own. We do say that. But I think the most common are I'm capable of doing it on my own. That's usually something an adult will say, and a child will say, I can do it on my own. Sorry, I was sick. I went to bed early. Sorry, I was sick. I went to bed early. Nothing could help him anymore. So this sentence, I'm going to change it for the book. Nothing could help him. That is more common. You'll hear that among English speakers. Nothing could help him. Nothing could help him. We'd also say this cannot as a contraction. It's more natural. You can't do anything for me anymore. You can't do anything for me anymore. You can't do anything for me anymore. I like to spread honey on my toast in the morning. I like to spread honey on my toast in the morning. Oh, this is a good one for the book. As a woman, I like this. A selfish man thinks of nothing but his own feelings. Now, I would actually change this because while that's true, what is more common is to say a selfish man thinks of nothing. Thinks of nothing. I can't type either today. A selfish man thinks of nothing but himself. Okay? Or you could say a selfish man only thinks about himself. So both are really common sentences. The first is a bit more dramatic, say. We would use nothing. A selfish man thinks of nothing but himself. That's a bit more dramatic. Or here, it almost sounds wiser. A selfish man only thinks about himself. Kind of like a fact, honestly. I mean, if a person is selfish, they only think about themselves. I don't like walking home alone after dark. I don't like walking home alone after dark. She was absent from school because she was sick. This word is absent. She wasn't there. She was absent from school because she was sick. Absent. She was absent from school because she was sick. This is also really common, and it's good for everyone to know. And they're talking about them. Parents always communicate, right, about their children. She was absent from school because she was sick. They might say that to the teacher. They might say that to another parent. I wasn't aware that you were feeling that bad. I wasn't aware that there were so many dogs in the background. Sorry, everyone. Oh my goodness, it's an active day here today. I wasn't aware that you were feeling that bad. I wasn't aware. So I didn't know that you were feeling that bad. Now you could say no one is in there anymore, but it would make, or it's more commonly heard, it's important to know this, it's more commonly heard, no one is there anymore. Because if you say no one is in there anymore, you're talking about someone being inside of something. So maybe 10 people were in a house and now no one is in there anymore. The house is empty. Or all of the children were inside the school learning, or at the school is what we would say more commonly. But when you say no one is in there, it specifies, it really highlights that something is inside of a place. Whereas if you say no one is there anymore, or even more commonly, no one's there anymore, that could refer to actions. For example, maybe my friend Mary used to work at the grocery store, and now she doesn't work there anymore. I'd say she doesn't work there anymore. Or maybe everyone used to go to the lake every weekend, and now no one's there anymore. So while you're at the lake, you're not in the lake, you're at the lake. It's a place where you're hanging out. So it's just more common to say no one's there anymore. Your followers should definitely memorize that. That's an important one. And this would be more commonly said as a contraction. She's not sad anymore. She's not sad anymore. These contractions are really important to learn because native English speakers use contractions a lot. So try to learn those well. She's not sad anymore. She's not sad anymore. Your followers should definitely memorize this next one here. I don't think I want to go anymore. My goodness, this happens so often, right? You had plans to go somewhere and then you changed your mind and you just have to say, I don't think I want to go anymore. And if you have English speaking friends, this is going to be very common. You need to learn how to say this. I don't think I want to go anymore. Oh, I don't need you anymore. This is also really common. This is a great one for the book. So you might be speaking with someone who works for you and you don't need them anymore. You could say, I don't need you anymore. But it's more common among relationships of couples. Maybe your partner just it's not right for you and your partner to be together anymore. It doesn't serve either of you. Or you don't want to be with your partner anymore, unfortunately. But you could say, I don't need you anymore. I want to get separated. Okay, so that's an important one. And this one also is great for the book. Sorry, I can't help you there. And when we say it quickly, that you, it sounds like a yeah. Sorry, I can't help you there. When we say quickly, that sentence, when we say that sentence quickly, oh my gosh, I am backwards today. But sorry, I can't help you there. This is a great one. And I can't help doing that. Now in English, while this is correct, it would be more commonly heard, I can't help doing it. Okay, so someone might say to me, why do you eat ice cream every day? I can't help it. I can't help doing it. Okay, we shorten that doing to it. This is even more common actually. Why do you talk so much? I can't help it. Oh my gosh, I can't help it. Okay, so it's a really important one when you're talking to people. Why do you always call me right before I'm going to bed? I can't help it. I like to call you at that time.